Number 1. Find your passion. Carl Rogers, the famous American psychologist, said that self-actualization is when the individual moves towards being, knowingly and acceptingly, the process which he or she inwardly and actually is. You might be asking yourself, what does this mean? There is not one single recipe for everyone to reach their full potential as a person. It is very important to recognize that only you can find out how to self-actualize. Everybody is different. Everyone has different needs and goals. It is only you who can find the direction in which you want to move forward. So our first tip is to look for a path in your life that drives you. Find the things in life that you have passion for. Things that are worth waking up for in the morning and give you the feeling of fulfillment when you go to sleep at night, knowing that you made progress again. That is what you should look for. However, finding your purpose in your life might not be that easy for everyone. What can you do? Fortunately, there are some useful tools that we can share with you. Think about the patterns of your life. Take a look at your everyday activities. What is it that you do every single day only for fun? What is it that gives you the feeling of being in the zone? When you don't have to think about the hardships of life, but instead you are solely concentrating on what's in front of you. Do you like to talk to others about emotions and personal issues frequently? Do you like to help people? Maybe you would make a great psychologist. Is everyone dying for your famous homemade dishes? Does it make you satisfied to cook for people? Maybe it's time you put some more effort into gastronomy. And it's not only about professions, it describes your core as a unique trait in your personality. Whatever it is that makes you feel talented and precious, it is your compass in life. What is your superpower? Number 2, get to know yourself. Once you have found your ways and passions in life, you already know yourself better. However, we all face obstacles every day that can jeopardize our goals. Without understanding your thoughts, your behavior, your feelings, the probability of growing and developing for the things you want decreases. If you pursue self-consciousness, you will find your weaknesses along with your strengths, which will help you to beat challenges, overcome your fears, and achieve your goals. All you need to do is change the perspective. Switch your inner focus to the outside so you can observe yourself better. For example, ask yourself questions when you're struggling in life. What is my role in this situation? What have I done to get here? What did others do to me that caused this trouble? What can I do now to change it? If I cannot change it, what is it that blocks me? What are my resources, my tools to fix this problem? Be your own teacher and try to think as an outsider. Self-actualized people own a high level of creativity in all aspects of life. Nevertheless, what brought them to this level of diverse thinking is being open to new views and ideas. Try to collect as many possibilities for a situation as you can, no matter if it is something for the long term or something that's happening right now. If you have options, you can always choose the best one that fits you. Once you have mastered this thinking pattern, you will automatically recognize novel ideas in time. Who am I? Is a question to be discovered gradually by experiencing and listening to your instincts. It's about maintaining curiosity towards learning about your true self. Number 3, embrace your true self. Getting to know yourself better also means that you face your mistakes and failures. It is totally normal that we all fall and struggle. There is absolutely nothing shameful about it. We only learn to try to hide our negative side of our personalities when we are young because we are afraid people will judge us. On the contrary, most of the time showing your vulnerable side is a charming trait that attracts others. Without acceptance, there is scarce chance to change. Experiencing negative thoughts or feelings is normal. Trying to exclude them, on the other hand, makes them difficult to change. This can turn into a vicious cycle. The more you try to ignore them, the more they keep coming back to you, and so the more attention you pay to them. If you're always trying to change your thoughts or feelings, you're not paying attention to what is really happening in that specific situation. It can reduce your ability to be spontaneous, and it paints an artificial image of yourself to others. What can you do to avoid trying to change unnecessary things about yourself? The key is to observe. However, it is a whole different kind of observing from the one that we mentioned before. It is the kind of third-party observation where you view your life as an outsider. You listen, you participate, but you don't try to change anything. It allows you to consciously observe your automatic patterns and with it, your actions. Accepting and holding them in your hands without trying to throw them away makes a close friendship between you and your faults. You are no longer ruled by them. They are ruled by you. This is the first step to change habits, to accept. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? So how can you practice this and become more present? Meditation can help you to master some perspective. What we described earlier is actually called mindfulness, which is the main goal during meditation. The most widely practiced is breathing meditation, which allows you to use your breath as an anchor in the present. However, there are plenty other types of meditation, so it's up to you which one works best for you. Number 4, work on yourself. All the previous tips contribute to working to develop your personality. Working on yourself means that you are willing and trying to change something. It takes effort. As previously mentioned, usually it is only possible if you already accepted the things that you want to change. It also takes place in the present moment, just like mindfulness. However, while mindfulness is more like a passive state, changing yourself has to be an active intention. It means experimentation, trying different little changes to your life. For example, next time you go to the shop, instead of cruising the lines with a slouched back and ignoring others trying to hide, try to keep your head up high and say hello to the employees. Why not? Maybe it might seem weird to some people, but you get to try yourself differently in a situation that you have done before 1,000,000 times. Moreover, it is very important to acknowledge that we tend to overrate others' opinions. Most of the time, people that you don't know are not as interested in your outlook or behavior as you think. Even if they judge, they will probably forget about it 5 minutes later. So try to do something differently in a way that would make you feel better. If you need some objective, professional help, do not hesitate to find a psychologist or a therapist. Number 5, find balance. What do we mean by balance? Once we are on the road of changing ourselves and we start to experience our natural original self, we might fall into the pit of greed. This is also a natural human tendency that we are not satisfied with the things we have already achieved or received. Yes, work on yourself, be curious about yourself, but just keep in mind that you also have limits. Leave free space for your autopilot mode. Sit down, watch a movie, chit-chat with your family or friends. It is totally okay to complain about things in life. There is no need to be working on yourself at every moment. This entire phenomenon that we call self-actualization is a process, a journey taken step by step gradually. If you feel like it, you can also try to write a gratitude journal that helps you notice the precious things you already have. There's no need to push yourself at all times. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos on self-actualization and much more. Check out this playlist of our top 10 videos of psychology tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.